I'll mention it.
But they have to redo all of that stuff.
Good morning and welcome to A-1 Vacuum and Sewing's live stream for Wednesday, January 29th. What's going on, lady? I feel like our morning started at 5 a.m. and hasn't stopped yet.
There was some prep work. So Julia Johnson, what is your email? I'll see, make sure that you've been enrolled in the class.
Hi. So I just did a really short video on if you have an Avanir. I did my update 1.03, and I did have to reset my time, but everything else was fine.
Had you changed many of your settings?
I hadn't changed anything.
So this is what...
But I had put it on the network, and I had done some stuff, but I hadn't changed my settings because I wanted to do a video, and I wanted to change it then.
So, and that's essentially what Charles was saying is happening, is that those updates are... that sometimes if you've changed your settings, the updates don't show as having taken. He instructed me to go ahead. He said reset the machine with the new reset button, or in diagnostics. I did it to our store machine in diagnostics, and then yesterday afternoon, upon delivery of the machine, I ran the update. I noticed the exclamation point, and when I went to check the version history, at the bottom of that page, there's a new reset defaults button that wasn't in prior machines. And I was like, aha, that's the button that Charles was talking about. So I hit that button and that fixed it. Are you posting this to the group?
That's fine,
right? So yeah. So Jeannie's posting a video of where to find that button to the group. What that'll do is reset all the settings that you've customized in the machine.
Yes.
Which is not a big deal, right? Like, you'll have to reset the clock. You'll have to basically tell it the language, add your wireless network, stuff like that. But it should be totally fine. And it seems to clear that issue with the machine not totally recognizing that the update has been taken. What else do we have to talk about today?
Michelle's getting ready to start her class. She's going to be doing the Sweet Pea zippered pouch. I think we just got a call from somebody that didn't have their information, but we just checked, and she's definitely on the list. So if you didn't get your information, call us. Your email is screening us out. So just call the store if you need the link.
Tell them to look at their supply list. I've had 3 people ask me if they have to buy the design, and it's in the supply list.
Yes.
Click here.
Yeah. So make sure you did. But if they didn't get the email, but there was a supply list that was sent out. There was a link that said purchase your design here. So that was all in there. There was a section that said how to prep. So you need to make sure you're looking at your supply list, hopefully before the class.
You've got 30 minutes.
Sometime before the class. You have 30 minutes to prep. Get going. So it's very easy, and we will have an affiliate link with Sweet Pea. We're this close to setting it up. And but just get all your stuff ready. You're going to be fine. If for any reason you don't get it done, Michelle's going to be stitching out 2 bags today. So relax. If you don't do the first one with her, you can jump in for the second one. It will be recorded, and there is a pre-recorded version as well, and we'll send you everything after the class. So it's not a big deal. Don't worry.
Calm down.
Don't listen to him. Don't listen to him.
Take a deep breath.
It's all fine.
So Cheryl asked, do we have to rerun the update afterwards?
Don't rerun the update.
Charles is basically saying that, the machine basically sees that they call them parameters in the machines, that the parameters in the machines have been changed, and the machine after this update is looking for clean parameters. And so what it does is it changes your personal settings back to factory.
That's a good question, though. Don't do the
So
update
don't
again.
redo the update. It'll be there. It just, once you reset the defaults, it just stops asking you to run the update. So,
oh, they've changed some things on YouTube. Okay, I'm uploading it right now.
perfect.
Yeah, I didn't write that in there though. Like, don't do the update again. It'll just be there. You do have to redo your settings, but that's okay. It
takes like 5 seconds.
Yes. Not for me, because I'm like, how do I do this? It'll be good practice. It'll be good practice. So, and maybe it's good for me because I'll do that at home because I wanna show them how to do all the settings. I'll be working on videos.
She literally was like, I'm doing like XYZ Avanir videos.
There's so many to do. There's so many to do. So, and then Michelle and I were talking last night because we've had people go, when are you going to start your Avanir classes? And we were talking last night. I was like, how about you and I collab? And then we'll do like a big Avanir project featuring the features on the Avanir. And I don't even know how we would do that. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to do a big book of Avanir features. So we're going to put together a book where we're going to be working through all the different fun features that are going to be new and exciting. Doesn't that sound great?
Well, but we have new users too. Like we've had like a couple of folks transition from Bernina and a couple of folks transition from Viking. So we need to have a general class that just.
The class is not canceled. I accidentally hit a button. It is going on.
Okay, so you should probably uncancel.
Take a deep breath.
Okay.
I did uncancel it.
Calm down.
No, I would. Don't listen to him. God, he's so
Best thing
rude.
to tell a woman in times of crisis.
That was
you
me.
need to calm
Oopsie.
down.
I accidentally hit the cancel button, and then I hit the undo. Class is not canceled. Class is not canceled. Please be there. I will send another note right now that says, class
Damn. I'm glad I brought it in today.
Canceled.
So I was gonna talk momentarily about trade-in machines.
And the undo button.
We still have 2 unspoken for Solarises. I was gonna mention that we have a XJ1 fully upgraded, but that just sold. So if you're in the market for a top-of-the-line machine that is gently used, well taken care of, and fully serviced and tested by excellent technicians, now is the time. We don't have room for everything that's coming through the door, so we're just trying to move it out as quickly as we can. My prices are great. The question I had consistently regarding that XJ was, what's wrong with it? I'm like, there's nothing wrong with it. Like, I just can't sit around for 2 months and wait for somebody to pay full market value. So pricing is really good. Aggressive is the word that my friends in the industry keep telling me, but we are incented to move this stuff. So, if you're looking, like I've got a Spirit, gently used Spirit. I've got 2 Solarises. There's a Luminaire, but I think the Luminaire is spoken for. I have a second Luminaire. Jeannie's Luminaire. Who wants to own Jeannie's Luminaire?
I'm not giving it up for a little while.
You can say you have
it's like
celebrity machine.
I don't like that. Don't say that. But I just love my Luminaire. I'm not
You'll have
ready
to sign it. But you
are not funny. You're making me really mad. So, I did want, Dana asked if we needed anything stitched out, and I like wrote this whole list, and then I never sent it to her because I was like, I don't want to put the mileage on her machine. She stitched out a whole bunch of stuff anyways, and I wanted to show you because these are from the Luminaire. I was like, I don't know if I would
from
ever.
The Luminaire?
I mean, the Avanir. This is from the Avanir. Built-in. This is a built-in design, which I thought was so much fun. So this is, I think she said it's in one of the quilting folders. So explore. The thing with these designs, there's no instructions. So you kind of have to just like figure it out. Maybe Deanna would be willing to do a little sew along for some Avanir people. I think she said she added the inside lining fabric. That's something she put in there. It wasn't like included in the instructions. I think she just fused it, but I thought it was super cute.
Why do we spend so much money on clutches for you? We could just make a machine.
Yeah, because what if you did this and you didn't even do it with the quilting, but you did it in like fur? Would that be so cute, like in fur? I saw this bag on Free,
Oh my God.
Free People, and it was so super furry, and I was like, I want it. But I was like, what am I gonna do with it? Bring
This
it to
is
the
where
store?
she like adds it to her cart, and then she looks at it.
I
and
added
then she
2 to my
evaluates
cart.
it.
I put
She
2 in, and then I
evaluates
didn't get it.
And then she thinks about it.
But now
and
I'm
then she
thinking
takes
about
it out
it.
of the cart.
No, it's still there. I'm thinking about it because it's big and furry. Like, I want a furry bag. Anyways, is this so?
She
look
tried
at,
on the cutest furry stuff in Japan, but she wouldn't let me get it for her.
This is the back of it. How fun is that? Built-in design. Dana, they want it. Let's do it. It's so cute. Okay, and she just did like, is this like some kind of faux leather? And like I said, then she lined it.
Is it like?
Looks
is
so
it
much
in
better
there?
with the
Is it
lining.
in the machine as
Yes.
a clutch?
It's in there as a built-in. It doesn't. Not like the design say. Deer design. Like it's.
Well,
just,
no, but like obviously, the design is long, but like.
Yeah. It's supposed to be this.
Okay.
I don't know what he's asking. Just don't even worry. Okay. I think this was a built-in design too that she stitched out. Just something fun and easy. And then
these are these?
oh my God. Okay. These are some of the new fonts. So that one on the top is that so cute. Look at the R and the E's with the little crosses on top of them. Look at that V. And the A, they needed some really fun fonts. That font is like unbelievable. And then this one down on the bottom, Scan and Cut, is that so much fun too with the shading?
Is this like real embroidery leather?
Well, it's not leather, it's faux leather.
It's
Is
faux
it
leather.
real?
It like almost.
We don't know.
It almost feels real to me. Like when I look at the edge.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
No.
I don't know. Dan, is this real? You there? So, it's just so cute. And so aren't these fonts like so much, sorry, the chair's dumping me. It's missing a screw. I love these. And I wanted to sample with the new fonts, and I didn't even say anything, and Dana knew. Anyways, this was something else that she stitched out. It's still, let me show it to you later.
It's a
on
giant shirt pocket.
It's a giant shirt pocket. Yeah.
With a trippy.
With Patrick's giant shirt. It's a kangaroo pouch. Just put on your sweatshirt. I just thought those were so fun. So fun. So, what did I want to talk about? I did want to talk to you because I said I was going to email you last night, and I didn't for my Lori Holt people. And I didn't email because this is the story, and I thought I was going crazy. I'm still waiting for those fat quarter bundles, these, and I'm still waiting to hear. And that's why you didn't hear back from me, because I want to give you like the correct information. So I'm waiting for ones that I've ordered, and then I was going to order even more. And they showed like, and I remember the number, 121 in stock. So I was like, okay, no big deal. I went to order them, and for a day, I could not even log on to my Riley Blake site. And so my rep and I talked yesterday, and she goes, I told her the whole story. I was like, am I crazy? Like, it showed, so maybe somebody went in and bought them all, and then they were all gone. And then she goes, they are missing. They took them down because she said 130. There's 130 fat quarter bundles missing. So I think right now they're trying to figure out where they are in the warehouse. So I'm still hopeful I can get that, and that's why I haven't reached out to you guys yet. And Lori's going to be putting together more kits, and then I'll have an exact number. So that's why you haven't heard from me yet, but you will hear from me. But still log in for the sew along tomorrow. Get the lay of the land, and then it'll be recorded. You can catch up. You'll have all the whole month, and I'm hoping I'm going to have a grouping that I'm going to send out for sure. But I'm seeing how many more I'm going to have. But they're lost somewhere. So that's why they were there. I couldn't log on. The next day I logged on. Gone. I was like, oh, am I going to get the ones that I already ordered that they said they had? But they're gone. So she's going to look into it. I've never heard of anything so crazy. It's crazy.
Remember when we were buying, was it Baby Lock? They found like 21 Destinies. Do you remember that?
No. Where were they? How'd they find
They were
21?
like in the warehouse and they didn't even know. And Bob calls and he's like, hey, do you still want Destinies?
Yeah.
And I was like, I'll take Destinies. He's like, we just found 21 of them. I'm like, in my head, I'm like, how do you lose?
Because that's like a lot of boxes.
21 machines, and he said they were like behind a.
So there's something there. They're gonna find. I just feel it in my soul. I feel it. It's gonna be there so that everyone can have what they need.
Did you figure out what was going on with Lori Holt?
Oh yeah, I did send an email out about the updates, and it's there. So the reason I couldn't find it is because if you go to the bottom of the page on Riley Blake, because Riley Blake distributes Lori Holt, there are pattern updates. And that's where I've been looking for them. And I did send out an email to everybody that's in the sew along. Let me know if you want to be added. You got to go to machine embroidery, and there's a separate spot for machine embroidery updates, and that's where those updates are. So I did send it out. If you're unable to find it, just let me know, and I will send you an email. And Cheryl, I've been using, I should take a picture. When I do my recording for my settings, I'll take a picture. If you have the unique cabinet with the Avanir on it, I have mine like flush. Everything is flush. The front of the machine, the embroidery arm, not the part that sticks out, but the machine part is flush with the front of my table, and it fits fine. There's about an inch behind the right side of the machine, and I just watched my embroidery arm. There's probably, but
can
it's
I make a comment?
Yes. Patrick's going to make a comment.
So what you have to watch in that scenario is that the machine is moved far enough to the left that when the embroidery unit comes all the way to viewer's right, it doesn't hit the edge of the cabinet. So like if you had the machine slid all the way to the right, then the embroidery unit would essentially hit a hard stop. So you need to have a gap on the right hand side of an inch or two that allows for that. So I don't think, and it's funny because Jeannie, knowing that she's going to keep, and like we still have a bunch of filming to do on the Luminaire, like we still have a bunch of stuff to do before Jeannie's Luminaire finds a new home, and knowing that we're keeping that, we were looking at the table and going, it works. And I don't know if Kim Foro is on, but I know her Avanir is on her Luminaire cabinet. It fits. And it's funny because Jeannie's like, I like it all the way forward. I think Pat at Unique is really nervous about how far forward that machine is, but so far so fine. I think it will work and it is okay.
Nobody touches that. I don't. Yeah. Somebody asked about tomorrow's sew along. This is what's going on. Isn't it cute? So this is the block that you're going to be doing. It's called the beehive block, I think. And then these, which look like piece blocks, are embroidered blocks. And there's no background quilting with this. You're going to quilt it later. Maybe we'll do that as a separate class to show you how to custom quilt something. But this is what you're going to be doing in the Lori Holt. If you're thinking, maybe I want to do this, but I'm not sure, you can watch. It's just going to be free. It's going to be on YouTube. Just like you're seeing us right now. There's no Zoom information. You can just hop onto our YouTube channel afterwards and then watch this. So, so it's super, super cute. I did want to remind you, too, that we're going to be doing the... Oh, I thought I grabbed it. Did I grab it?
Is it over here somewhere? Did I move it?
Oh, no, here. I can put it over here. This is happening on the 12th, so plenty of time. You should have plenty of time if you want to get, I know Peace on Earth is like Christmassy usually, but we're using that as a theme for all times, right? This is the fabric kit. So there's a fabric kit, there's a thread kit. It will have a substitution for your green because Isacord sold out of that green. But there's a thread kit and then there's a design. Sew Along's free. It's going to be on the 12th, and then we're going to have, you have all the little bits and pieces that you can get. So make sure you order that if you want to be part of that.
Do you want to update regarding Martelli?
Yes. Okay, so I started going through the Martelli box. There are no mats yet. Did you talk to?
I talked to Joe Allen on the way in.
Okay.
She's going to reach out to me today and let me know where mats are.
Okay. And then
send.
But there's a lot of stuff in the box. I'll be working on that today. I'm sorry. I didn't have time to work on it yesterday. I'll be working on it today.
A madhouse.
Don't even say that. It's always a madhouse.
It is now.
It is always a madhouse. We're always tired. We don't need to talk about it.
Calm down.
And don't listen to him when he says calm down. And if it makes you mad, that's fine. I'll just karate chop him in his incision. I'll Miss Piggy.
That'll
you.
just break
You're
up my scar tissue.
You're my Kermity Frog, and I'm your Miss Piggy. Okay. Did we have anything else we needed to talk about? Did you guys have any questions? Michelle and I are working on like a bunch of great classes. So there's going to be some stuff that's going to be content classes for the machines because we are still working on putting together our Solaris and Luminaire. A lot of people have new to me machines that we're getting through that. And then like I said, we're going to be working on the Avanir, and I think what we're going to do is it's going to be the big book of features, which I'm super excited about.
Well, but I do think, like I was saying before, like there's got to be a general class, and maybe
there'll be a general sewing, a general embroidery,
because
we have
new users that are coming out of other brands that have never seen a brother before. Something I thought was really interesting yesterday was the gal that went home with the Avanir yesterday. As we were talking, like I was very overt with her about the fact that they're still working through some bugs, and I'm like, I want that to be okay. Like if this is the way we go. She had a Viking, and we fixed the Viking over the course of the summer. We got a part for her and got it into the Viking and fixed her Epic over the summer, and the very same part has broken again, and just in talking with them, it sounds like it's relatively frequent. And she made a really interesting point, which was, essentially saying, and these are my words, not hers, but she's like, I'm going to invest in one more machine, and I want to future proof my life. So we had a conversation about updates and how the updates work and bug fixes. They come at no charge, etc. And so it was just an interesting dialogue to talk with her kind of about that perspective and about the level of support she'll have, etc. So it just was an interesting dialogue and an attitude and kind of a thought process that I hadn't considered for people coming out of maybe machines where they've already had a lot of frustration. So, it just made me more excited about the Avanir.
Yeah, and like Patrick said, with the update, there still are a couple little quirks. There's a couple
it's
little.
It's so much faster though now. Like, and it's funny because it's that one.
I see it.
But it's a short, not a.
Oh,
it's a
got
short
it. I was looking for it.
Because I think it's less than 60 seconds.
It's gonna be perfect. Like, just let it get through. We'll probably have a couple more updates.
I mean, Charles talked with me. We're at 1.03, and when he was talking with me about what he was looking at, because I was joking with him because the machine was taking a long time to start up. And like, quite frankly, some of the features on the machine were slow. But for those of you that have used Picture Play, when you see, like, you push the button and a couple of seconds later, a perfectly digitized embroidery pops up. The processing power necessary for that is crazy. Like, it does it faster built into the machine than you do it on like a $3,000 laptop. And that's just a sign of the processing power packed into these things. And so I'm like, it doesn't make sense to me how the machine is operating. And his comment was, they've literally slowed it down. Like, they've slowed the machine down. They dumbed down the USBs as an example, because it's part of their process in isolating the things that they're fixing. And so, like, I was joking and I was like, did you just give me like another brand's machine where it takes like 3 minutes for the machine to start up? Because a lot of times for folks coming out of other brands, that's a wow moment when you turn the machine on and 20 seconds later, the machine's ready to operate. And he's like, no, that is intentional. It is what they are doing to help them kind of isolate the processes that they're actively fixing. And one of the things this update did, like, it's 15 seconds to turn the machine on now. It turns on like the Luminaire did. Is it 15 seconds, 20 seconds before?
Well, it's probably 30. But
because I turned them both on yesterday, I felt like they were super fast.
Yeah, I sat and timed it. Anyways, so you were talking about the updates and that he was up to. Which update?
Literally, this was like 3 or 4 weeks ago, and he was talking to me about their update schedule. They had already had updates through 1.07.
Oh, okay.
Scheduled.
Okay.
So there were 4 additional updates already, and like various areas that they were working on their fixes. So
okay.
So
I think that's amazing
coming.
that they can do that via updates like that. I don't know. That's just crazy to me, right?
Well, and at one point, like, it's Android, and so I don't know. I had asked him when this would be, and part of the reason for him telling me about the update schedule is he was like, it'll be after 1.07. But part of the reason that the machine operates in Android is every little feature operates essentially as its own little app. And so in the very near future, you'll be updating to you will be updating just the app. So the last couple updates have been very large. They're like half a gig. They take 10 minutes to update, but very soon that's going to be happening really fast. So Cindy, make sure that you check your junk mail.
You're in the middle of talking.
Because when I actually talked to Joe Allen this morning, and she's like she had checked because we had asked about 2 tables yesterday. She's gonna have them send us shipping for those 2 tables today, but she's like, when we checked, we sent the tracking to the customers.
Okay.
So check your junk mail, but I will also ask for tracking as well.
Anything else? Can you get off of that? And we can...
I'm like doing it now so I don't forget.
Okay, but anyways, all right. I think we've discussed everything we need to discuss, haven't we?
That was weird. Is your phone connected to? That's
I
cool.
did that.
Wow.
My text. So if you know me, sometimes at night when I get home, I'll have like 40 text messages. I do not check I'm not a slave to my phone type of person. I do not look at it throughout the day. So I'll get into bed and there'll be like a whole string of like text messages between like my friends. They'll be planning something and everyone will be like, it'll be planning. And then they're like, okay. And then I'll look at it. I'm like, oh, everything's planned. Yeah. Perfect. So, but now I synced it. My computer came on. It said, would you like to, and I was like, maybe I should do that. There's been some times where I've missed some messages I really want to see like throughout the day. So, anyways, yeah. And I did it by myself because it said, would you like to? And I said, yes.
And it did it for her.
That was it. But I did have to figure out how to look because I was like, how do I find those? And I figured that out on my own. I'm a big girl. I put on my big girl pants. So I think that's all we have to talk about. Tomorrow there's going to be the Lori Holt so long's going to happen tomorrow. You're just going to log on. And then on Friday, do we have anything? Maybe we should go through the calendar really quickly. Let's do that.
I'm going to send another text while you're doing that.
Okay, you can do that. Thursday is Lori Holt. Friday is going to be the poinsettia. Next week, Tuesday is going to be Quilt Talk. You can just log on. There's an accessory class that's happening. So if you want to do the accessory class, it's the Baby Lock Brother accessory class. You can have either of those machines. It's going to be on the 5th, which is Wednesday. Suzanne teaches that class. And we go through the main feet that come with the machine. Everything from your overcasting, blind hem, your buttonhole foot, your button fitting foot, showing you how to sew your button on. We do a twin needle. We show you how to properly disassemble the needle plate area and put everything back, how to clean everything out. We hook up your free motion foot. So it's just like a fun way to learn the accessories that came with your machine. And then on the 6th, I'm doing the poinsettia class again, and that is going to be with the Luminaire and Solaris people. This Friday is going to be the Altair and the Stell Air people and Meridian and anyone that has the app. And then next Friday is going to be our second mystery wallflower sew along. You're gonna get that on the 1st. So you get that on, do they send it to you on the 1st? You should be getting your design on the 1st, which is Saturday. And it should just be sent to you, and I will load the video because I've already done the video, but I don't have it up yet because you can't see it. But it's super cute. We're going to be doing 4 blocks this month. I'm only stitching out 2 of the blocks during the sew along. You'll do the other 2 on your own. So that's what's going to be happening next week. And the week after, I'm going to start the hopping down the bunny trail sew along. We're going to do the prep video. That's going to be on the 14th. I'll have Graydon's here today, so I'll have her put that on the calendar. That will be a sew along, live sew along, open to everybody. You just show up. The class next week is going to be a Zoom class. That is for our digital dealer, the people that have signed up through us, Digital Dealer Club. But the video is going to go up for everybody, and the video will go up on the 1st. Is that it? And then look for us to be starting to put some exciting classes on the calendar after my surgery. For me. Okay.
I'm like looking at the doctor's appointments in your
I know.
calendar,
I was
being
like,
oh man.
Maybe I'll start. I'll probably be doing my classes starting in March because I think I'll be fine. I'll be fine. Okay. We're good. You're good. Get ready for this Michelle's class. Have a great day. Be creative and make something awesome. And do you have... Oh! Michelle and I will probably... I'd say we'll do our... that's something we really don't need a ton of planning to do. Maybe mid-February, Michelle and I will do a YouTube live round robin where we'll go through the machines, the multi-needle machines, and the single needle that's in the multi-needle format, and then which has the free arm, and then I don't know how to do that with.
Do you have a package to send out to Betty? She's wondering about.
Oh my God, Betty! Yes. You won't get that. Betty won the Hoppin' Down the Bunny Trail. Yes, Betty. I have a couple of people. Thank you for the reminder. You will. That'll go out. Those
we
will
don't
go
even
out.
have them yet, right?
Yeah, they haven't even been shipped to me yet. So Kimberbell will ship them to me today, and I will get them either Friday or Tuesday. So, which is going to be, we do the auto ship, so we get those earlier. So, yes, Betty, you will get yours. And anything else?
I'm just thinking.
I lost my train. I didn't even know what I was talking about.
All the stuff that I need to do today.
Don't worry, we got.
There were
this.
like 3 or 4 people that didn't get called yesterday or at the top of my list this morning, so I will reach out and over and out.
We'll have to go.
Yes.
You will have to go to KB to get the quilting designs. Those